Hey y'all, it's Blendians World One. I am in my car driving very fast speeds on the highway, reflecting on some things I'd like to speak to you guys about. I'd like to speak to young people today. I have a lot of new subscribers. Most of them are 20s, teens, which I'm happy about. I love speaking to young people. Some of them have sent me messages. Some of them are on their way to college, or they've graduated and they're starting their new life now out of college. And I'd like to speak to the younger generation. Many of you guys I love talking to. I like to talk to you guys about your future and about life. I want to tell you guys a lot of things that I learned in my journey in life. I'm hoping that it will be a help to somebody, because I've had some things happen to me lately that made me want to speak about this. For starters, for you young people, 20s, teens, 95% of the people that come into your life waste your time. That's something that you may just look at your friends, look at your people you associate with, even your relatives, and look at your interactions with them. 95% of the people who come into your life and spend time with you waste your time. Meditate on that. Most of the people that come in your life won't stay in your life. Only a select few will actually remain throughout the course of years of your life. So, don't ever trip off people who leave out of your life. They weren't meant to be there if they don't stay. Don't trip on them. If you are around people and you're the smartest person in your crowd or your crew or your clique, you're in the wrong crowd. You need to be around people you can learn things from, people that can expand your mind and your vision and your thoughts. You young people, do not follow the ways of the older generation. Don't follow them. They can't guide you. If you want to be someone who is successful, who is thinking globally, who wants to move ahead in life, who has things you're trying to do, you want to be, don't think like an employee, think like an employer, because most jobs nowadays are fickle and they're not reliable. So don't even think about getting a job being your primary goal in life. Think about being a business owner, starting your own business, hiring others, getting a career that's a career that has a retirement, a career that has advancement. Start thinking like that. I'm saying these things because I had a discussion today with somebody on Facebook who I've been friends with for some time. But we are not the same type of people, but I still was friends with this person. And this person was talking about women who wear weaves and wigs and perms, and saying that these black women they have self-hate and they're ashamed of themselves and they ought to stop wearing that stuff, and they're giving these Koreans all this money and these Asians who run the beauty supply stores all this money, and they need to keep the money in the black community and keep it to themselves. And when this person was saying all this, it's the same rhetoric that we always hear. We hear it on Facebook, we hear it on YouTube, we hear this all the time. But see, my mind doesn't work like that because I've been a business owner. My mind works completely different than an employee type mind. In my mind, when this person was saying this, the first thing I thought was, since this is $1 billion business and it's lucrative and people are buying weave and wigs and hair, instead of complaining all the time, why not black people get in the business? Why not learn the business, contact manufacturers who make the hair and the products, learn the business, open your own beauty supply, and you can have people buy from you and you can hire others. See, that's how my mind operates. But the people that I was talking to about this subject, they got quiet when I said that. They had nothing to say because they don't have that mindset. Their mindset is one that always just complains and does nothing. And that's not how my mind operates. That's why I was able to go from East Oakland ghetto, living in a neighborhood where people being shot, to now living where I live now, where I'm not around anybody who even has that mentality. Because I didn't have the mentality of only complaining and doing nothing. My attitude was, there's so many different things that you can do. Why are you just trying to get a job? That's not a mentality of anybody who's going to progress in life, because most jobs are not reliable. So the person I said this to got quiet and stopped talking. They had nothing else to say because that wasn't even, their mind didn't even operate that way. See, I'm saying this because you younger generation, you got the opportunity to change your life around and have an opportunity to be very successful in this global world. A lot of older people, because they've been conditioned by they've been dumbed down, they can't do it. They don't even have the mentality to do it. They would find a way to excuse it and say, well, the white man's holding me down, or somebody's stopping me, or I can't do it because of this, that, and the other. They'll find excuses not to do it and stop themselves from progressing. But you have opportunities, younger people. You don't have to do that. You have opportunities to have a better life than everybody before you had. Because if you can get in this global way of thinking, you will not be down looking for a minimum wage McDonald's job. That is not productive. That is not your goal. You have higher goals than that. And once you start advancing, a lot of people that you're around, they're going to disappear. They're not going to stay your friend. They're going to be hating on you. They're going to be jealous. They're going to be talking negative. And that's how you know they are to be excused. Have a mindset of progress. Have a mindset. You want certain things. You want to own property. You want to own homes. You want to have a business. And it's not impossible. I did it. Other people are doing it who didn't come from money, who didn't have inheritance, who didn't have somebody hand them anything. They did it themselves. So it's not impossible. But you got to be serious about it. And you have to really guard your mind. Because I'm from the black community. And there are many people in our community who tear each other down and try to stop each other from progressing. It's a sickness. It's conditioning of the community way of thinking. And it's a sickness. And it has destroyed a lot of people's progress who could have became somebody. Got destroyed by that way of thinking. I've had people on here on YouTube who told me, I don't like you because you ain't the type of sister I'm feeling. You don't tell it like it is. You act kind of like a white girl. And these black men who said this to me are the same ones who complain about black women who are belligerent, who are ghetto. They complain about them, but when you're not that way, they don't like you either because they don't relate to you, because the reality is they're just as bad as the people they complain about. But that's how they tear each other down and beat each other down, by always attacking one another. You can't fall for that. Stay away from people who are negative and who are not productive. They're not good for you. If you're around broke people, you're around 4 broke people, you're going to be the 5th person. Because their mentality is broke. Their mindset is broke. The way they think is broke. I want to tell you young people something. When Barack Obama leaves office, a Republican's going to get in. That's going to happen. It's time for, every time, like for instance, Bush was president 2 terms, and then Barack Obama came in. Before that, it was Clinton. There's time for a Republican president. And when a Republican gets in office, they're going to retaliate for that Barack Obama thing. You guys know that, right? Oh, they are. They're planning that. That Barack Obama getting in office 2 terms, they're going to retaliate. And they're going to retaliate by cutting all the programs that benefit minorities. They're going to be sliced in half. The black community is like a Titanic boat that's hit an iceberg. Now you wait until the Republicans get in office when Barack Obama leaves, and you see what's going